Hello, my name is Dr. Donald Lyall from the University of Glasgow. I'm going to talk to you about our paper in Brain Communications entitled Quantifying Bias in Psychological and Physical Health in the UK Biobank Imaging Subsample. UK Biobank is a relatively large prospective cohort of around 500,000 participants from the general population. These data are widely studied in a range of research areas to identify predictors, mediators, and modifiers of poorer health. Participants were assessed at baseline between 2006 and 2010 in one of 22 assessment centres across the UK. Since then, participants have completed several additional assessments, including attending magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI for short. The first UK Biobank participant was scanned in 2014. As of January 2021, around 50,000 participants had been scanned, with the intention to image 100,000 participants altogether. A well-known phenomenon in epidemiology is what's called selection bias. In this context, selection bias means that people who participate in research studies may differ from the general population in non-random ways. This can have implications for research, specifically in how you generalise findings to the population at large. The baseline 500,000 UK Biobank participants represent around 5% of the people invited to participate, and it has been shown previously that this cohort is somewhat healthier and less deprived than the general UK population. In the context of recognised selection bias in UK Biobank generally, we were therefore interested in whether participants who had attended imaging were, for one reason or another, healthier on average compared with participants who had not attended imaging. Specifically, our study tested whether the 47,920 participants who had attended imaging as of around January 2021 showed significantly better psychological and physical health compared with the rest of the UK Biobank cohort who had not attended imaging. We looked at 27 measures. These included demographics like age and sex, physical health attributes like frequency of cardiometabolic, neurological and/or inflammatory conditions, self-rated health, test scores on cognitive assessments like memory, reaction time and reasoning, and psychological traits like neuroticism, frequency of depression, and self-reported happiness. We found evidence that people who attended imaging were, at baseline, statistically significantly healthier to begin with on essentially every measure. They had fewer cases of, for example, hypertension and heart disease, had better cognitive scores, and fewer cases of depression. These differences generally remained by the time of imaging. These average differences were generally small, however. The largest difference was that they tended to be significantly less deprived than people who were not imaged. This is shown by the Townsend score, highlighted in aquamarine blue. Our study provides evidence of systematic, prevalent, healthy bias in the first approximately 50,000 participants from UK Biobank to undergo magnetic resonance imaging. These average differences were relatively small, but were apparent in most variables that we assessed. Future studies should investigate whether the people who subsequently returned for a second scan are even more biased towards better health, and whether these findings extend to the full cohort of 100,000 participants when they have undergone assessment. This project was a team effort, including psychologists, clinicians, medical researchers, bioinformaticians, and epidemiologists. We are grateful to UK Biobank staff and participants, without whom this study would not be possible. If you have any comments or questions, please do get in touch with me at donald.lyall@glasgow.ac.uk. I hope you find the paper useful. Thank you very much for listening.